Namaste, Panini Logic and Computer Languages. Sanskrit is the oldest prevailing language. The mother of all languages is the perfect language, rather a perfected language, a language that invokes the divine and inexhaustible spiritual spring of inspiration. Indians called it as Devanani, the language of gods, the most ancient that remains eternally young and modern in Sanskrit. Eternal Vedas are revealed in that language. Modern computers adopt that language. Artificial intelligence inherits that language. The greatness of this language can be understood when we read Panini's grammar rules called Ashtadhyayi. This great sage who had lived around 500 BC had postulated around 4000 sutras pertaining to phonetics, morphology, grammar, lexical list, and vibral roots, etc. It is highly systematic, technical, and logical in approach. The lexical lists are applied through structured algorithms. His sophisticated logical rules and techniques have been widely influential in ancient and modern linguistics of many languages within India and abroad. Patanjali had written Mahabhyas for Panini's linguistic rule. It was with Pas- it was with Patanjali that Indian linguistic science reached its definite form. The principle of Panini's grammar rule that Indian linguistic science reached its definite form. The principles of Panini's grammar rules were lucidly enunciated by Patanjali from various perspectives like Siksha, Vyakarana, that means morphology, Nikrita, etymology. Panini's grammar uses of a variety of formal techniques including recursion, transformations, and meta rules. This in turn facilitates algorithmic computations. Here, Panini can be called father of computing machines. For computer scientists, in the theory of normal languages, the word formal refers to the fact that all the rules for the language are explicitly stated in terms of what strings of symbols could occur without any ambiguity and the need for interpretations based on mental skills. Sanskrit is the only that has a very rich structure of grammar. The formal structure of computer programming language was introduced in the year 1958 to 60 period by the eminent scientist John Bacchus in 1958 and Peter Noor in 1963. They headed UNESCO conferences on international algorithmic language, ALGOL 60, a language suitable for expressing a large class of numerical processes in form sufficiently concise for direct and automatic translation into the language of programmable automatic computers. BNF is an acronym originally for Bacchus normal form that was later changed to Bacchus Nor form. BNF notation can be found in any book on programming language. Panini's rules of grammar follow a notation which is equivalent to its power to that of Bacchus and has many similar properties. Given the use to which notation was put, it is possible to identify structures equivalent to Bacchus. Professor Subhas Kak, scientist, scholar on Indian studies and professor of electrical engineering and professor of Asian studies and cognitive science at Lausanne State University in Baton Rouge, revives the Paninian approach to natural language processing NLP and compares it with the current knowledge representation system of artificial intelligence and argues the Paninian style generative rules and meta rules could assist in future advances in NLP. Panini's grammar rules remain as the most marvelous contributions of scientists of ancient Indians to computing sciences. In a masjid located in the town called Dar of Madhya Pradesh, the, the archaeological department had excavated a cave which contained a temple, Saraswati, the goddess of learning. On the walls of the temple, a big grammar chart and language rules of Panini had been chiseled. The temple seemed to have been built during the king's Boja's time. Source: Hindu Dharma, the Universal Way of Life by His Holiness Chandra Shekhara Saraswati of Kanchipita. Today the knowledge adorns the walls of the mosque. It remains unnoticed, yet modern Indian brains, which dominate the domain of software development, had invoked the legacy of Paninian logic. Thank you.